Cancelled.
Schweezy.
All right, some news from our friends over at CTV. Nickelback to be inducted into Canadian Music Hall of Fame. Nickelback is getting a spot in the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. The rock hitmakers from Hannah Alta, have been named as the latest inductees into the illustrious comb of Canada's top music talent. Lead singer Chad Kroeger and his bandmates Mike Kroeger, Ryan Peake, and Daniel Adair will be ushered into the Hall of Fame at the Juno Awards in Edmonton next year on March 13th. Say it right, buddy. The 12-time Juno winners, whose hit singles include How You Remind Me and Rockstar, will also be on the live Juno's broadcast. The band's induction announcement was part of a media event Monday in Edmonton, where organizer Calgary native Tate McRae would be among this year's performers. They also confirmed the return of several Juno Week events that were paused during the pandemic. The Juno Cup, a Canadian celebrity hockey showdown, the Juno Songwriter Circle, and Juno Fan Fair, an event where fans can meet the musicians, are back on the calendar in the weeks leading up to the big show. Canadian music manager Ron Sakamoto will be recipient of the Walt Greeless Special Achievement Award for his longtime contribution to the country's music industry. Okay. The Walt Greeless Special Achievement Award. Okay. Is that a big deal? I don't know. I know the Junos are like Canada's big award show. Not like the CMAs, my favorite Wednesday award show. Why is it on a Wednesday? Can we get some information on that? It's just a random Wednesday. Time for the CMAs. Let's ruin Nashville traffic for the day. Man, some big people show up this year. That's cool. And I agree. Nickelback is not that bad. See, the problem is you can't say a band is bad. Trapped is a generally bad band. They can play their instruments and sing fine, but song wise, the songs they have. Let's talk about it. They have Headstrong, which is the only good song they have. And even then, it's a little white boy, like a white boy angry song, It's like white boys getting angry. It's that type of song. And then also Trapped had the nerve to release a greatest hits album. Really, you were like, we need to release this, the greatest hits album. And, nowadays you're like, why would you make a greatest hits album? You can just buy all the songs, individually, worst case scenario. And I remember when you buy vinyl records, it's actually nice when you have the greatest hits, because then you have to, buy an album for one song, you buy that, and you have all the good songs they've ever made. So that's really cool. And, honestly, the fact that they haven't made it into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame is a surprise to me, because I would assume, you think of Nickelback as a Canadian band. To me, they're just Canadian as it can be. It is weird. Are they Canadian or are they from the South? South of the United States? Because I could say yeah, they're from Georgia, and people would be like, oh no shit, oh that's really cool. But I also think of Nickelback more as Canadian, because everyone's like, Canada sucks because they gave us Nickelback and Justin Bieber. I'm like, shut the fuck up. But see, Nickelback has a ton of great songs, and so you can't say Nickelback is bad because they actually have a lot of songs. I say a band has to be bad, first of all, if they have no good songs. That's a good fact, saying that this band sucks. Even Trapped has one okay song. But so yeah, people were like, look at this joke, can't believe they're doing it. I'm surprised they haven't made the US one in Ohio. What do you think about Ohio? They have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You're so is rock a significant thing in Ohio? Nope. That's where it is. Does Ohio have a lot of music history? Nope. It's like Nashville had music history. The Country Music Hall of Fame, the Country Music Hall of Fame Museum, which honestly, I would say if you're going to Nashville and you like history and music, even if you don't like country music, it's actually a very good, it was a very good time for me. I enjoyed it. Some Garth stuff there, that guy's murdered people.
And I really like that.
Yeah, good for Nickelback. I think the more, and as long as Ted Nugent doesn't get anywhere, I feel like as long as Ted Nugent doesn't get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I will let anyone into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, to be honest. They let rappers in before they let Ted Nugent. I'm there's a reason for that, because Ted Nugent kind of sucks. And I'm not just talking politics here. you can shut the fuck up there. We're not talking politics. His actual music does suck. His song Cat Scratch Fever is the song. Like, that song sucks. They're all about, like, grooming women and shit like that. So anyways, though, Nickelback's not that bad. The Junos could be bad. I don't know what the hell. I mean, like, I know it's an award show, and apparently it's a big deal in Canada. But, isn't it like the Brit Award, too? Like, that's a big deal in the UK, but here you're like, oh, okay. You know, life's what you make it, so let's make it rock. From the great Hannah Montana once said that, and that's how we'll live. Hey there, you just checked out a highlight from Cancel Schweezy. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you learned something and that you are now a smarter individual. Just so you know, we have full episodes and other many highlights available now. Click here for the next best thing that you can go check out as well. And make sure you press that subscribe button and press that notification bell. That way you get updated anytime we make a new post or anytime that we make a new highlight or full episode. So thank you, honk if you love butt drugs, and stay awesome.